Welcome back. In lesson 29, I'll show you how to format analysis. We return to the Oracle Business Intelligence homepage. Then we want to create a new report, and we'll call this report number 3. We select the paint subject area. Expand the time dimension table to display its columns. Then you grab the gray gear from the time dimension table. Expand product. Get the brand. And from the fact, we'll get dollars. Check the results. And save the analysis as report number 3. And recall that we're saving these reports in sequence so we can remember which one had what content. And they're all being saved in the paints folder under my folders. You click OK. Next, we want to view the saved report in the catalog. So you go to catalog. And you will notice that this is report number 3 that we just saved. We have two options of opening this report. We can either open to view it in the dashboard view preview, or we can open it to edit it. For this purpose, we'll open it in edit mode so that we can make additional adjustment. Then return to the criteria. We'll modify the report to sort data by gray gear in ascending order and then product in descending order. You click on gray gear drop down list and then we highlight sort and then click sort ascending. You notice that an arrow has appeared on the icon showing that the results have been sorted ascending. And the next part is to sort the brand column descending. You will notice that the brands have been sorted descending. Now here's what's interesting. You may have noticed that the sorting order has shifted. Why? Because I picked the wrong option. And if you discover that you've picked the wrong option in your sorting choices, you can simply go back correcting your sorting. And then you will add sort descending, add descending sort. That's the option that we want. So that there's a sorting 1 which is on the gray gear and then a sorting 2 which is on the brand. So we'll check the results. Now that we have seen how to sort results, we can remove the sorting by clicking the criteria from any one of the 2 sorted columns and then selecting the option clear sort on all columns. So this clears all sorts on all columns and you can go back, check the results. Next, we want to format the dollars column to appear as dollars with a decimal point. Return to the criteria, go to the dollars, click on column properties. The column properties window opens. Click on the data format tab, select override default data format and choose the number of decimal places. Place them to 2 and we click OK. Then we want to check the results. You will notice that 2 decimal places have been added to each dollar item. And we'll return back to criteria. So once we return back to the criteria, we want to make additional formatting to the dollars column. So we want to go back to the column properties. On the data format tab, we want to change the treat number as to currency. And the currency symbol, we are going to pick dollars. And then click OK. Results. And you will notice that the dollar sign has been placed in front of the amounts as well as the decimal places have been retained from our previous step. Next, we want to center the alignment of the gray gear column. We'll go back to the criteria tab. Then we'll click on the drop down list on the gray gear column and then choose column properties. Once the column properties window opens, we'll click on the style tab, which is the default option here. Then we'll select center from the horizontal alignment field drop down list. So we'll go to the horizontal alignment field and we'll choose center, and then we'll click OK. We'll run our results, and you'll notice that it has shifted from left align to center. To return the gray gear column settings back to the defaults and check the results, we will go back to the criteria, column properties, and under the horizontal alignment, say default, click OK, results. This brings it back to the left alignment. Next, we want to modify the dollars column heading. We'll click on criteria tab, and on the dollars column, we'll go ahead and choose the column properties. Once the column properties windows come up, we'll click on column format. Then select the custom heading checkbox, and then type the description revenue, overriding the current description of dollars, and then you click OK. You'll notice that the dollars column has changed to revenue, and you can check your results by clicking to run it. To revert back the column name to its original name, you go back to the criteria, column properties, column format, and check the custom heading. Click OK. Automatically it changes it, and then run the results. Next, we want to set up conditional formatting on the dollars column. Go back to the criteria. On the dollars column, select column properties. Then on the conditional formatting tab, select add condition. Then select dollars, and the new condition window opens. The first condition we'll place is greater than from the operator down list. We'll enter 1,000 in the value field, 100,000 in the value field, and then we'll click OK. So for the operator option, we'll select is greater than, and then we'll enter a value of 100,000, and then we'll click OK. The edit format window opens. Then we'll click the color drop down arrow, and we'll select green. Then we'll select bold from the style drop down list, and then we'll click OK. Then we want to add another condition. This condition will check for values which are equal to or less than 100,000. So click on add condition, dollars, and in the operator field we want to pick the option is less than or equal to, and then we'll enter the value of 100,000, and we'll click OK. On the edit format window, for color we'll pick red and say OK, and for style we'll pick bold. Say click OK. Notice that the two conditions have been added to the conditional format tab, and the green represents dollars which are greater than 100,000, and the red represents dollars which are equal to or less than 100,000. So go ahead and click OK, and then we'll run the results. Everything is above 100,000. That is why it's appearing in green. And since we have a better glimpse of all the dollars, we know that none of these dollars are less than 100,000. We want to place different conditions, and that is, or modify the conditions that we currently have. So we'll go back to the criteria, dollars, column properties, conditional formatting, and we want to modify this condition. So we will add a 0 to make it a million. Click OK. We'll do the same for the other condition. Add a 0 to make it a million and click OK. And then we'll click OK and run the results. Notice that all amounts which are greater than 1 million are reported in green and bold green, and those that are equal to or less than 1 million are all reported in red. Next, what we want to do now is to save this report, and we'll save as report number 4 so that we maintain the original report which was unformatted, and we have a new report number 4 which has all these formattings. Click OK. Next, we want to add a line graph to this report, and we'll go ahead and click on New View, Graph, Line. A line graph has been added to this report, which shows the results and the associated amounts. What we want to do at this point is to show you how to reposition this graph if you want them to appear side by side. So you go ahead on the graph header and drag it over to the right of the table. Once you notice this blue line appear, then you release it. It will move over to the right side of the view so that you can see these reports side by side.